GM. Good morning. It's December 16th. It's Monday. What's going on, dude? Fucking episode 2 of the pod. Got some really bad news. Well, first off, for starters, I can't see right now because I'm not wearing my readers. I'm not reading my readers because they have a very awful glare. So just gonna stare right at the camera. I do have some bad news to share. These headphones that I'm wearing right now, I purchased with my own hard-earned money. Like in 2016, 2017. And they've been perfect. They've been absolutely perfect up until yesterday morning when I decided to take them off a bit too aggressively. And I guess let me just show you what I'm dealing with here. It's they're cooked. They're cooked. There may be some maybe just duct tape them, and that'll be as close as we get to resolving the issue. What's going on? What's going on? Monday. Happy Monday. Happy to be here. Happy to be doing episode 2. I learned something. Let me just tell y'all what I learned. I learned something this past week, and that's that I need to make timestamps, notes of things that I kind of listen to throughout the week, and save them for the podcast, because I forget. My memory is shit. I'll watch a 3-hour podcast, and I got fucking little Easter eggs of knowledge and wisdom that I can't really regurgitate that well without the content in front of me. So I'll do my best throughout the next however long we record. I'll do my best at remembering what things I thought about sharing and whatnot. I guess first things first. I mentioned on episode 1 that I would kind of give a sort of a break. What did I say? Just like an overview of the past week of workouts. Also, any feedback you got? Camera angle, bad lighting, bad audio. Let me know, dude. We're figuring it out here. I'm the producer. I guess I shouldn't be eating. I'm the cameraman, the producer, the editor. So it can't all be good, This past week of workouts, I mentioned last episode that we did a 40 mile week, 5 days of lifts, solid lifts. And the interesting thing is that for me right now, and I think if you work out, you probably can relate. In retrospect, like, how do you describe it? After you're done, after the week's done, after the workout is done itself, for me at least. And maybe this touches on the intensity that I work out at, and how maybe I could increase it before I get off the point, before I get off track. Um, the work, exercising, running, lifting weights, getting out of bed, running outside in the cold, it's just always hard. Like it's always hard, but it's always so. Uh, it's always so whatever after. You know what I mean? Like this morning, woke up 4:15. Honestly, I had a really good chest workout, and then I ran 3.5 miles. It's 8:47 in the morning. That's all already in the past. You know what I mean? And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It honestly my goal was to be able to get to a place where like the workout is just like brushing your teeth. It's just a thing you do. It just happens. You do it. The level of fun that it is will vary. Sometimes it will be kind of fun for reasons outside of your control. Sometimes in your control, but it's still not. Shouldn't be the driving factor whether it's fun or not, because then we wouldn't do shit. All that to say, this week was much lighter. I think I ran 28, almost 30 miles, but not quite. 28, almost 29. But workouts were a little bit better. The lifts were a little bit better this past week. And I think I realized my sweet spot for now. And that's pretty high intensity, relatively quick workout, 30 to 40 minutes. Whether that's, I mean, I feel like inherently a leg workout's always going to take a little bit longer than, say, an arm day. Just because you don't need as much, usually you don't need as much time to rest between sets. Also depending on your workouts. But a lift with a 5K run, that's the sweet spot, bro. That's the sweet spot. 3.1 miles at any given pace, depending on how you what day of the week it is. If you just did legs, whatever. Now that would put you at 3 times 7, 21, almost 22 miles weekly, which is cool. I'm all over the place, bro. I'm all over the place. Reason being is because I think most people, most like influencers, most fitness people are very dedicated to like one thing. Not one thing, but like a number of things. You're either a power lifter, you're a bodybuilder, you're a runner, and then you do have the hybrid athletes whom I don't know what they do. I mean, they do everything, right? What happened to CrossFit? Just say you're a CrossFitter, you know? Anyway, slightly lighter week, but I feel good. Guess that's it. I guess that's all that happened this week, right? Psych. A lot of things happened this past week. Luigi. Free Luigi. Luigi Mangione. What do we think? I don't know, bro. I kind of have a controversial take on this. I think that murder is bad. I thought about it, and that's my conclusion. You know, I can already tell y'all are disliking the video. No, I'm just kidding. What do I think, bro? You know what I mean? Like, there's just so many ways to, like, I think it's been very much a phenomenon. This whole CEO killing. I forgot his name. What's his CEO's name? There's just so many ways to see it, right? And if you're, I guess, anti-capitalism leaning or something, or just thirsty for some sort of revolution, or just against the establishment, like you're, even though being the CEO of a health organization is not necessarily the establishment, but a lot of people just view it that way, I think. I think my takeaway is just that the internet is black and white. There's most, that's the loudest voices you hear, right? It's just the black and the white. It's just he's a hero or he's a fucking he should be in jail for the rest of his life. Protect all CEOs. The biggest issue at hand, the real issue, the thing we actually all should kind of just sit back and think about a little bit is breaking news is never, we shouldn't put too much emotion and we shouldn't invest too much of our brain power to breaking news, because it's coming from one source, it's going to make you feel one way, and it's going to be, you're missing a lot of information. Anyway, homie got caught up at what, a McDonald's? I mean, shit, dude, I mean, shout out the McDonald's dude, I guess. I did get a couple of clips that I just saved right now that I guess are kind of funny. I'll pull one up every couple minutes so I can, I don't know, entertain myself and you guys. What y'all been up to, man? Okay, how long are we in? Bro, I told you I don't got my readers on. 12 minutes. I mentioned last time, like, the first couple minutes of the episodes are gonna be kind of serious, and then we don't touch serious stuff anymore after. This is gonna be very serious, to be honest with you, but is it? It's just kind of like a piece of advice, I guess, or like an introspection that I had. Song came on today called "Laughing With" by Regina Spektor. One of my favorite songs. One of my favorite artists. And it's a pretty deep song. It's kind of sad. But the message is just very, like, I think very powerful. And it's very, even in the "Laughing With," the lyrics kind of say, no one laughs at God, but then it says we're laughing with God. Like, that's, you have to listen to the song. It's a beautiful song. My takeaway, what I think is a beautiful message, is humor. Just laughing at serious things, not when they are serious, obviously, like, unless that's your instinct, maybe you cope in a different way, but we all get sad, we all get stressed, and literally you can't see it then in that moment, but inevitably with time there will be a time when you can laugh at that same thing that was so stressful and sad and painful, right? Like, has that ever failed you? If it has, drop a comment below. But even then, like, maybe you haven't waited enough time yet, you know? Like, it hasn't became funny yet. You haven't found the way to make this be just like, ha ha ha, yeah, I did do that shit, or that did happen to me, or whatever, you know? One very quick example I can kind of give that did come to mind is the fact that, like, my girlfriend and I, we can talk about, like, our shortcomings, our faults, in a very humorous way. You know what I mean? Like when I get really upset and angry, I shut down. I, like, just shut down. Like, that's one of my, probably my most toxic traits. And that's, like, like I get mad, something's stressing me out, whatever. I just don't want to talk to nobody. I'm just fucking hyper locked and like, let me just cut through this, whatever that is, the day. And like the first time that I acted that way, the second time, the third time, I don't acknowledge it. I just pretend it never happened. You know what I mean? With time, you begin the process of acknowledging. You then process it, and then you kind of reason it or rationalize it in a way. Hopefully, don't justify it if it's objectively a bad thing. But in my case, right, it's something that it's like just a trait that I've kind of enabled or did not learn how to process more healthily, I guess. But we can have a fucking conversation now, in a moment where we're not talking about something very serious, and we can laugh at the fact that I fucking become a serious asshole, annoying, pointless, like person, right? Like I didn't maybe use the best words there, but it's funny. It is funny. I laugh. I'm like, yeah, shit. I'm sorry. Like, I know that can be fucking annoying and stressful for you, just because I'm going through whatever. And all that to say, just because you've acknowledged it and you can laugh at it, doesn't mean you're already taking the steps to correct it. No, I'm not saying that. Oh yeah, no, I'm good now because I can laugh at it. But it's a very big step, right? It's a step that it's a necessary step. And for things that are much harder to go through, loss, things like that, may take years, it may take a lot longer, but eventually it'll be a lighthearted thing. It'll be something you can just say, yeah, that happened. Or that is who I am, or that's who I was. My point is, I've always kind of heard the phrase, like time heals all, or this too shall pass, things like that, right? They're very comforting ideas, and they're good. I just think that that other element that I just think that is, I'm sure. I mean, I listen to podcasts, comedy podcasts, 24/7. Like, I'm engaging in this practice of processing traumas and stuff through humor, secondhand, by listening to my the comedians I enjoy listening to talk about things or whatever. But it really is the comedy that just makes it that much more. Because it's still you're still confronting it, you're still acknowledging it, but you're just going through it with a piece of satire comedy with it, All right, serious part over. It's Monday. New year, new me, bro. Not yet, but like fucking in a couple weeks. I was listening to. I'll link it because this is probably the best thing Nah. Sorry. If you're into like fitness, like science stuff and protocols and whatever, things like that, there's two people on YouTube that are doctors. They're both named Mike. Dr. Mike and then Dr. Mike Israetel. They had a podcast like, I don't know, 6 days ago. It was so good. It was really good. Because the guy who's hosting the podcast, Dr. Mike, not to be confused for Dr. Mike I, for Israetel, is I've seen other episodes of his, and he's really good at giving pushback on things in a really good way. Like, he's not afraid to just, because so many podcasts now, bro. The Joe Rogies, the like most people. I think maybe there's a lot of circle jerking going on, And sometimes I'm sure it's, it makes sense or it's good or, it's friends just hanging out. But I've always liked those kinds of people whom are just like fucking, I don't know if everything's wired correctly, but they just can't help but just fucking be absurdly honest about shit and just be like, bro, no, you're wrong or whatever, like I disagree or you're stupid. I don't know. That was a separate thing. I'm not accusing Dr. Mike of being this type of personality. I think he's just a doctor who takes it very seriously and is genuinely curious. But the conversation was really good, and I recommend if you just want to put something on, or if you're just genuinely interested in learning. I guess they talked about contemporary science, like what's going on today with medicines and fitness, and because Mike Israetel is like a fitness guy. He's a bodybuilder, like he's a big dude. The other guy's not necessarily that much into fitness, but he is a doctor. I wish I knew their specific. I know that Mike Israetel is a sports scientist, so specific to fitness and sports. I guess one thing that was like kind of pretty interesting towards the end of the podcast was their conversation about medicines like Ozempic and things like that, and how, I mean, that really is the future, because that really is the problem for people. Is not necessarily like, yeah, the quality of the foods that we eat definitely play a huge role, but if we all just ate, if people who have large food drives, how Mike Israetel calls it, like myself and a lot of people, I think, which is funny because there are people who don't. You ever think about those people? People who just fucking just eat half a hamburger and like 3 fries, and they're like, what's next? What? But yeah, how that's gonna be more and more accessible is gonna be more and more. There's gonna be more science that backs up the efficacy and then there's always counter medicines that help with the fucking downsides and whatever. And right now, like, I don't think, I've never thought about taking steroids. I've never thought about taking any kind of. I like to. I'm just kind of getting off topic, but I feel like I'm just somebody who, like, it will exhaust my fucking capabilities until who knows when, because like I said, I feel like I haven't tried everything to, like, be as big as I can, be as low fat. That's just me, though. There are people out there I know whom have tried absolutely everything and struggle to achieve the health goals they have, whether that's to lose fat or whatever. Regardless, there's absolutely nothing wrong with medications like Ozempic and the like, and, well, except there may be some symptoms or what's the word I'm thinking of? Shit. Bro, it's like right there. When you take a medicine, there's things that are bad about it. Stupid. But if everybody, can just, like, excuse me, can just moderate their food intake, that would be a good thing. The only issue is exercise and building muscle. That doesn't. There's no. You can take steroids, but you still need to move and fucking lift some weights or do some resistance training. So, if you care about any of that, listen to the podcast. I wish I was more informed and knew more of the science, but I took away some stuff enough to feel the need to mention it right now. Having some muscle on your body is gonna help you live longer. It will. What they call it, he calls it like a glucose bucket or a glucose storage or something like that. Like, just when disease, when you are at risk of getting disease, if muscle is there to fight against it. So that's it's interesting. It's interesting to hear, science perspective on those kinds of things. Mike Israetel did another podcast. I think that was on Diary of a CEO. It's another podcast. This was like a couple months ago. That one was super good. That one's a bit longer, but fuck, what was I gonna say about it? He gave some amount of protocol, as much as well, no, Mike doesn't shy away from that so much. Dr. Mike I, the other Dr. Mike, he's very super careful. Like, that's why a lot of his pushback comes from like the ethics of being a health professional and being online. He's very careful about what things you should and shouldn't say. That's an interesting thing in itself. You know what I mean? Even from because one person he had a lot of disagreement with was somebody that's named Dr. K. It's like he's what's his name? Healthy Gamer GG on YouTube. He's known for having like big name streamers on his stream and like just talks to them. But it is a very slippery slope to like give your disclaimers as a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist and still walk that line of like, I'm not diagnosing you, I'm not doing anything. What's going on, bro? It's Monday. I don't got my readers on. My schedule's gonna change here at work soon. I'm ecstatic about it because I'm gonna work from 7:30 in the morning to 4 o'clock, and that's a dream. I can't wait to be off before the sun's down. I mean, here in Denver, Colorado, the sun starts going down around that time, but it won't be as bad as with my current schedule. One take that I forgot to give about the Luigi Mangione thing is the dangers of you can't just be praising killing CEOs. For one, I think a lot of people think that a CEO is like the founder / the owner, complete, like 100%, owner of the company / responsible for everything that the company does. And maybe this guy is largely, I don't know. I have no idea. Maybe he is, this particular guy that he killed. But motherfuckers just get hired as the CEO sometimes. Like, imagine. You know what I mean? Like, I could be missing a lot of context here, but that's just like it. Imagine the dude just got hired last year, and he's been trying his best to. If you're not familiar, the United Health is the name of the health insurance company, had a very highest rate of denials of insurance claims compared to all its counterpart health care insurance companies. I think I wrote some notes down about that. Did I? Denied, depose. What did he write on the fucking bullet casings? I feel like I'm late to the news, even though I shouldn't be. No. There should be breaking news about this, but people have already formed their entire opinion about everything and are already cannot be moved. That's my opinion. Defend, deny, depose. Depose does that not mean to like remove someone from power or something like that? Do I have that definition correct? Bro, I think it's about time for the readers to come on. I'm just so scared. My headphones are broken, so I'm scared to like knock them off. Remove from office suddenly and forcefully. Is that okay? Uh, wait. I like having more lighting on me. Depose. I mean, that's the whole point. I don't know. I think it was Dan Soder. He had a joke. He was like, imagine just whacking your fucking shift leader at Subway. Hey, that's kind of downstream, isn't it? Like, if we desensitize ourselves, whatever. I trust that if you're still watching right now, you're not an anarchist extremist who cheers it on. But if you are, honestly, don't care. Good for you. I'm too open-minded. That's what you'll find. I think my philosophy is very much I'm willing to engage in conversation about almost anything because I trust my intuition and my actions wholeheartedly. Does that make sense? Like, I'm not scared that I'm gonna one day just be like, I don't know, fuck women and just be an asshole to women. Like, I don't think that's in me. But I can have a conversation with somebody who's very misogynistic or something. I don't know. Getting off topic. I guess let's watch some funny videos, bro. The first one comes to you from none other than one of my favorite Instagram people, Johnny Hamcheck. Let's check it out.
Oh my gosh, where'd you find him?
Where'd I find them?
Yeah, no. This is Scanfo. That's Scanfo. I've been putting posters up all over town. I lost him.
No,
2 weeks ago. No.
Yeah, dude.
Scanfo.
Dude.
That's my dog, sir.
I've had them for 4 years and 5 years.
I know. It's my dog. Scanfo.
Molly, sit.
Wait a second, you've retrained her.
Dude, have a nice weekend.
Does it have a scar on its butt cheek?
It gets that's pretty much it, but what he said right here is so funny, bro.
A white scar? No. That's not my dog, sir. Sorry, it's a case of mistaken dog identity.
Oh, bro. You're just a fucking menace, bro. Alright, I gotta put my readers on for these comments. Scamfo. Alright, what else did I get? Oh, this is just kind of dumb, but it's funny.
Now this is a fucking sandwich.
Forgot I have my guitar plugged in, so I'm just gonna play it while I think of other stuff. I think there's gonna be some opportunity to or I'm gonna get better at figuring out how to combine just random clips and stuff like that. But also, no, what I was thinking was want to be more interactive with you guys. You know, I need to do like or if you have any questions or anything you what you've been up to, whether that's, I don't know, movies, shows, video games, let me know. I guess maybe I might not be up to date on it, but I'll try. I was working out this morning and I was thinking like, bro, the absolute dream would be to I guess to like do something like make content full time, right? Obviously, that would be the dream, but also with that, to be able to have 2-a-day workouts. It's kind of funny coming from like not wanting to work out at all at some point to now like I would love to work out twice a day. Let me elaborate. It is and can be very tedious to lift, go to the gym and lift weights, and almost immediately after go for a run. Like, there is a lot of that I enjoy. Like, it's cool to like just ride through just cut through all the fucking exercise that you have planned for the day and just get it done. But also, you know, you kind of dread the run a little bit when you're already tired lifting weights, or vice versa. If you're running and then you have to lift weights after, like, part of your brain I think is like, bro, I still gotta do all this afterwards. So it'd be nice one day to wake up, run as however long you want, however distance I want, come back, shower, make some coffee, chill for a bit, and then around 1 or 2 p.m. or something, get in the gym, lift some weights. One of the worst parts though about working out a lot is laundry, dude. That's what they don't say. That's what you don't hear about enough. Oh shit, I don't even think oh no, it is. Yeah, my other glasses are broken, so that's why I'm wearing these. My headphones are broken, and I mean, don't feel sorry for me. Like I said, they lasted fucking 8 years, 9 years. DT990s, bro, by Beyerdynamic. Yeah, I feel a little bit bad for me. These are like $240 headphones, bro. But I'm not going to get them again. If I were to get headphones, I would probably get the same. I would get DT770s. Look them up. By Beyerdynamic. New year, man. New year. It's coming up. It's what, 2 weeks? That's insane. In about 2 weeks, we'll be entering the new year. I'm excited. I got some pretty high goals next year. Obviously, the podcast has just begun. I am not claiming that this broadcast is the best thing that exists on the internet. I recognize that, but I need to put some time and effort, and I will. I want to have some guests on. Who should I have on the podcast? Should I have Luigi Mangione? You think he's down? This is about it for today, man. I gotta just wrap it up with these 2 other clips that I have. I already forgot what clips they were. I just was looking real quick, like, just gotta have something to watch, something to fucking share with the podcast. I'm excited for the new year though. Gonna make some big moves. I'm gonna absolutely lock in. Gonna find a marathon to run. I'm gonna have fun doing it, bro. I'm gonna share it with you guys. We're gonna do it together. Okay.
Masses. I'd love to come over later. We can have dinner too.
Okay. What, you want to sleep over?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Okay. It'll be a special moment with Cher.
Bro,
I'm ready
I just realized I haven't been sharing.
to party.
Let's go. Satan's back.
Whoa! Ooh, I like that. Oh.
Joe loves to fucking do this shit, bro. He does it so many times. He just starts barking.
I was.
Oh shit. Okay, I ruined the ending there. I'm sorry. We're figuring it out. Figuring it out, boys. Hope you have a great week. Absolutely lock in. Let me know what y'all been up to, bro. Let me know what you've been up to. Yeah. Here. I'm not somebody who goes to the drawing board and plans for months about something and then executes after so much time of prepping. I like trial and error. I'm gonna learn. I'm learning. I'm already making notes, mental notes, actual notes, how to provide a good podcast. At the end of the day, that's the goal. Thank you for listening. If you're still here, if you're listening to this while you're working out, proud of you. GG's. Excited for the new year, bro. And I mean, we still got time left. Enjoy the holidays. We got Christmas coming up. That's about it for today, bro. Y'all have a great one. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.